Doesn't need a lift kit. My last video was details on the next lifted van meet. The video prior to that one was me talking about being at a job for nearly 10 years, getting fired, then unemployed for a couple of months. Then I got depressed. A couple of you know about that. And my last video actually got a small push from YouTube, picked up 8 new subscribers. And a couple of you guys stopped by in the comment section. A couple of the new subscribers wished me good luck, hoping that I'm doing better. And I really appreciate that. Wishing a stranger on the internet well. I want to thank Andrew in New Jersey. When I was going through my depression, he offered to send me money. He said, I know you're probably gonna say no, but I just want to offer you some money if you need it. I said, I appreciate that a lot, man. I'm not gonna accept money from you. I'll figure a way out of this. Even though I haven't met a lot of you in person, I consider you guys real life friends. I met Lyndon 2 weeks ago, and Lyndon's in San Diego, so I knew I was gonna meet him eventually, so I always had a plan to what sort of video I was gonna make when I finally met Lyndon. That meme I posted at the beginning of this video, that was one of Lyndon's Instagram stories. A millionaire will never judge you for starting a business. An athlete will never judge you for wanting to work out. When Andrew offered me money, I told him thank you and said, I'll find a way out of this, man. Lyndon, he fell through some hard times during the Panda in 2020, but he grinded his way out of it. I saw his Instagram stories, and he found me doing research on lift kits for vans. If you're a regular on my channel, you know that I give lift kit advice, and I recommend Action Van suspension. They're every bit as good as the competition, but they don't have a fancy presentation. They're not as expensive. You'll save a lot of money going with Action Van, but they're every bit as good. You're not going to be disappointed. So Lyndon, he went with Action Van suspension. The van at the beginning of this video and the van right now, that's Lyndon's van.
So we're going to the last raffle. Calvin, can you actually announce?
The guy talking in the background is the owner of this van. He's having an event right now, so I wanted to come out, support him. Bought a hamburger. This is his lifted van right here.
It's going to be the Charger Signet in December.
There you go. All right, Lyndon. I'm gonna catch you later, buddy. They were looking for him right now, and they were like, he's probably outside talking about his van, which we were. My van's parked over there. One day, Lyndon posted an Instagram story that he just bought a Lamborghini Gallardo. So I gave him the clapping hands reaction and sent him a message and said, so you went with Action Van suspension to save $2,000 over Weldtech, so you could put it in your Lamborghini fund, huh? Me and Lyndon, we talked a lot on Instagram, but since I haven't met him in real life yet at that point, I didn't want to ask him a bunch of questions about his personal life. Then I saw that he was doing a grand opening of his business, the Chef's Club. So I wanted to support a friend, so I stopped by. We talked a little, I picked at his brain a little bit. I want to get to that level of where Lyndon is someday. It was really cool because he was introducing me to all his friends and his wife as that's a guy I watch on YouTube. I watch his lifted van videos. He has one of the biggest lifted van channels on YouTube. To be exact, I'm the 3rd biggest lifted van channel on YouTube, which is not a big accomplishment because not many people do this. I am proud of the fact though that I've been doing this for 12 years and I'm never gonna stop. I would like to become successful one day and do this full time, make a full-time income, make a living income from doing this, go camping all the time, off-roading all the time, make videos for a living. But I feel very blessed that I got this far, made so many friends, and even though it's not a living wage, I still make some money off of here because people like Lyndon support me. So that was really cool when he was letting people know, introducing me as that guy with one of the biggest lifted van channels on YouTube. You know, we talked a little about life, and I told him, that's really cool of you, man, because, man, some people want to see you fail. And I told him, man, one of the people that I met in real life, I met the guy twice. He made a 38-minute video about me trying to turn my friends against me. And he said, who, man? So I told him who it was. And he said, man, you gave that guy a bunch of shout outs when he was starting out. Gave him a bunch of cameos on your channel. That guy turned on you. I said, yeah, man, I don't know why. He just freaked out on me one day. But even though I'm not successful, I see a lot of potential in so many of you. And that's why with, you know, even, you know, my channel's not huge, but if I could help my friends, I will. And that's why I give people like Ladder Ryan a shout out. I want to see my friends succeed. I don't get jealous when my friends are more successful than I am. If you guys have the tools, if you guys have the know-how, the savviness to become successful, I'm gonna be the first guy that supports you and shows up to any grand openings you have. If you come out with a new product like a ladder, light bar, I'm gonna let people know about it. Larry from Action Van Suspension. I made one video, and it was in this spot actually. I had intention to make one Action Van versus Weltec video right here. And in that video, I remember exactly what I said. I called Larry the old timer, and I called the Weltec guy the cheery rah-rah type. And I said, you might like the old timer more, or you might like the cheery rah-rah type more. Give your money to the guy you like more. And Larry showed up to one of my lifted van meets to thank me for my video. He said, thank you for being fair to my company. Since Larry showed up at one of my lifted van meets, it made me want to promote his product even more. Let you guys know, hey, there's another lift kit company out there other than Weltec, because Larry showed up to one of my lifted van meets. He supported me. That meant a lot to me. This guy has been in the lifted van industry for more than 25 years now, and no one else in the van industry hangs out with people like Larry did with me and my friends. That meant something to me. So that's the goal in life, friends. I would like to get to that level one day of becoming successful, and I'm always gonna try. Maybe this channel will never reach 100,000 subscribers, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep doing it, and if I could help any of you, I'm gonna continue to support you guys. If you guys come up with something new, contact me. Say, hey, John, I'm making some stuff for the 40 Econoline van. Could you promote me, man? And I'll promote you. I told Larry when I met Larry, I said, man, I should have went with your lift kit again. You know what Larry told me? This is what made me respect Larry even more. Larry said, it's cool, man. There's room for all of us. He didn't take that opportunity to say, yeah, you should have bought my lift kit instead. He said, there's plenty of room for all of us.